Shalom, Israel. This is Yuda Yasharel. We're going to talk about the risen King. This is for those Christians who keep insisting that JC, so-called Jesus, is the King of Kings and our Savior. This is going to be a short video, and it's going to prove that that is a lie. The risen King, beginning in Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 20 to 24. Therefore, thus saith the Most High, Behold, I will separate between the strong sheep and the weak sheep. Ye did thrust with your sides and shoulders, and pushed with your horns, and ye cruelly treated all the sick. Therefore I will save my sheep, and they shall not be any more for a prey, and will judge between ram and ram. Let me break that down for you. Ram and ram. That is not insinuating specifically to the other nations. That is Israel and Israel. And I will raise up one shepherd. Now listen closely. I will raise up one shepherd over them, Israel. And he, this shepherd, shall tend them, even my servant David. I hope y'all know what that means. He's going to raise up one shepherd. Now, what do we mean, raise up? To be able to raise somebody up would suggest that they're down. More eloquently said, in the ground, sleep. As the nations would say, dead. This is talking about King David coming back. That's what he means when he says he will raise up one shepherd over them, even my servant David, and he shall be their shepherd. Okay, we don't see JC here. He's not talking about nobody but David. Now, if Jesus was that shepherd, why didn't the Most High say Jesus instead of David? And why or how can you raise up somebody that is already supposed to be alive? Remember, they said that he was hung on the cross and he died, and then he came back alive and ascended into heaven, which means he's still alive. So you don't have to raise up somebody that's alive. But the fact that he didn't mention Jesus, but he mentioned David, that tells the whole story. Even my servant David, and he shall be their shepherd. And I, the Most High, will be to them a father, and David a prince in the midst of them. This is doing the kingdom. This is the kingdom that's coming. This prophecy is telling you he's bringing David back to serve as king and prince in the midst of Israel. I, the Most High, have spoken it. When he speaks it, it's a done deal. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 25 and 28. And they shall dwell in their land, Israel, which I have given to my servant Jacob, Israel, where their fathers dwelt, and they shall dwell upon it. That is the Most High promising to give us back the land that was taken away from us. That land is in the African continent. And just to be specific, Africa is not the true name of this continent. There is no such thing as Africa. This country was colonized and invaded by Leo Scipios Africanus, a white man. And then he named it after himself, which is where you get the name Africa. Leo Scipios Africanus. So let me read verse 25 again. And they shall dwell in their land, which I have given to my servant Jacob, where their fathers dwelt. Let me turn this up a little bit. Where their fathers dwelt, and they shall dwell upon it. And David, my servant, shall be their prince forever. That is eternity, always, never ending, perpetual, continuing. And David, my servant, shall be their prince forever. Now, even the dumbest Christian read this should understand what that says. That should be the deciding factor right there. But it's a different matter because Christians, most of them, their eyes are glued shut. They will never see this. And I will make with them a covenant of peace. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And I will establish my sanctuary in the midst of them forever. And my tabernacle shall be among them. And I will be to them a father, and they shall be my people. And the nations shall know that I am the Creator that sanctifies them, when my sanctuary is in the midst of them forever. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 8 through 10. For it shall come to pass in that day, that's future prophecy, saith the Most High of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Most High their Father, and get this, King David. They shall serve the Most High their Father, and David their King, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, Israel, saith the Most High. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet. and none shall make him afraid. There is no Jesus coming to save nobody, not one Christian. They're waiting for the rapture. It ain't going to happen for you Christians. It ain't going to happen. There's only one king. You see it right here. And that's King David. He is coming back. And he is going to rule forever. With that being said, Most High bless. Shalom.